Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel. That was fun to say. I always wanted to say that. Anyway, I hope this video has made it to my communications class. At this point, that's all I'm really hoping for. I don't even know how to set up a YouTube. So if it made it there, I'm doing great. So, I'm Sarah Bradford, by the way, and it's nice to meet all of you virtually. I thought this was gonna go a little different, but we're working with it and it's gonna be okay. So I hope today I can give you a little bit of insight and information over the many causes and effects that abandoned and rundown houses have on our community today. So let's get started. In my neighborhood, there are many empty and rundown houses, and as I pass by them, I notice bits and pieces of items left behind by people who once knew those places as home. Along with that, I also see lawns covered in trash, front doors suspended with boards, and windows with broken glass. I can't help but wonder what led these residences to become how they are today. Abandoned and/or rundown houses have a negative impact in their neighborhoods really because they've been left unattended or cared for over an extended period of time. Walking down the street and driving through neighborhoods, one of my favorite things to do is look at all the different styles that each home has to offer. However, there are usually one or two houses alongside the street that just aren't up to par with the rest. Some of these homes have been completely abandoned, while others just haven't been kept up with. There are many reasons as to why these properties have become unappealing to the eye. A huge cause that has transformed many of these once beautiful homes into the eyesores they are today is the brutal act of eviction and foreclosure. Physical and mental health also play a major role in creating homes that just don't meet the bare minimum when it comes to standard living. Not being able to give a home all of the attention and effort that it demands due to any type of illness can lead to it becoming run down. In unfortunate circumstances, health problems that result in death can lead these homes to become abandoned as well. When this happens, typically the house will either be inherited by family members or be in possession of the bank. If taken over by immediate family, they have the chance to choose what happens next. In some cases, family members may decide to leave these houses completely untouched, causing them to become run down. And if bank collectors get control of what happens, they put homes up for sale without question. Sometimes these houses go months or even years before someone steps into them again. Without proper care, it's so easy for these homes to become substandard. Oftentimes, when homeless people occupy these abandoned homes, a number of criminal acts arise. The buying, selling, and using of drugs are more prone to take place in this type of environment. These behaviors can eventually lead to more offensive crimes such as arson, rape, or even murder. After these homes have been taken over by vagrants, it can be difficult to get them back out on the market. In an article that I read, man states that if officers find someone living in an abandoned house, they have to take legal steps to kick that person out. These officers have to follow due process, which can be very, very, very time-consuming. Health risks are a further effect of what happens after a house becomes abandoned. One of the risks is that chemicals can be left behind, in these homes, causing fires to destroy not only the vacant property, but the surrounding property as well. Another hazardous effect is the number of vagrants that inhabit these homes. They have the ability to carry many diseases such as rabies. And each of these effects gives off a negative reputation to the neighborhood and community that these homes belong to. Due to leaving these houses unattended and cared for, we as communities have let these horrible effects override the importance of the safety that we once knew. As individuals, it's easy to think that, in important situations like this one, that they're out of our control. However, that is not the case. In Indianapolis, Indiana, a fairly new bill was passed. According to the article that I read that was published in Indiana, Senate Bill 422 was designed to expedite the process through which abandoned homes go through. In other words, this bill is simply designed to put a rush on the entire process of the tax sales that abandoned houses have to go through. This seems like such a foolish statement, something very small and just doesn't seem like a big deal. But in all seriousness, speeding up the process could have a tremendous effect on all of the issues that have risen from leaving these houses abandoned and or run down for such long periods of time. Previously in Indiana, the process time was 6 months, but with a new bill set in place, they have sped the process up to 3 months. Cutting that time in half speeds up the process as a whole, which leaves less time for the various acts of crime to come about. So I believe if this bill were passed and enforced worldwide, the number of dangers that occur today would decrease rapidly. I hope that from this video you learn that you have an impact on what happens next, and it's up to you to decide what happens. So thank you for watching my video, and I hope you're all staying safe through this crazy time. Thank you.